it's Laura with Front Office Rocks, and thank you for joining me again for another couch talk, it looks like today, right? So I'm super glad that you're here. I'm home right now, but probably when you watch this video, I'm actually not home. I'm on the road a lot coming up. I'm speaking at Dental Intel Summit, Dental Whale Summit, Buffalo, Niagara, and Smiles at Sea cruise. So it's going to be a busy fall for me. So I wanted to knock out a couple of videos for you guys about topics that have been coming up and suggestions, questions, ideas, that type thing. And I just recently did an article and a video. If you haven't watched it, you can go back, look through the videos in YouTube, it's in there, about the balance between production and customer service. Okay, so there's a sailboat reference that I came up with on the video, where it's a balance. We have to focus on numbers, but we also have to provide amazing experience for our patients. And how do we do that? So a question came up specifically for the front office team, like how can I balance customer service with production? And production for the front office is filling the schedule and reactivation and recare and confirming appointments and all of that stuff that we do in the front office. And it's tough, right? Actually, every position in the dental office, it's a fine balance between customer service and getting the job done. And customer service is part of the job, but it's a different part of it. We actually have things we have to do every single day, but we have to provide amazing customer service for our patients. So my thought is this: for the front office team, you know you are the most interrupted group of people in the dental office. I had a hygienist friend who's a consultant who said she never realized until she became a consultant and got out of the operatory how crazy it can be in the front office. We have to manage so many things, okay? So you know what your days look like, typically. You know better days, better times of days. You know what your workload looks like. You know what the schedule looks like. So you need to proactively, as best as you can, plan for the time and the space in your day, sorry, I'm kind of struggling with the words there, to get your work done. Because we know we have to get work done, but not in lieu of the patients that are there in front of us, okay? So we have to give amazing customer service. So if we know there's gonna be, let's just say for example, 4 patients coming in at 10 o'clock. It's time for the 10 o'clock patients to show up. Between 10 and 10:15, you're probably not gonna get a lot of work done because you're greeting patients, you're answering questions, you're chit-chatting with them, you're talking with them. And by 10:10, hopefully everybody's back, everybody's checked in, everybody's checked out. You now have the next 50 minutes or 45 minutes to get something done. So that's the balance between, for like 10 or 15, 20 minutes, it's gonna be crazy. And then for the next 40 minutes, it should be quieter for you. You can get something done, whatever it is. You also know how much you need to get done in a day. So look at your 8-hour day and say, all right, I need to get this, and this done by the end of the day and greet all the patients coming in and out, answer the phones, whatever. The second thing is we tend to procrastinate on the things we don't like doing. So we tend to put those towards the end of the day. I would flip that around and put the thing you don't like to do first. Get it out of the way, just get it done with. So get everybody greeted, get everybody in the chairs first thing in the morning, and then sit down and tackle whatever that is. Maybe your goal is to call 25 patients to reactivate them, or call 5 insurances, or whatever it is. Do that first if you don't like it, because then you won't dread it the rest of the day. You won't procrastinate and find other things to do. The other thing too is then look at when you're most productive. Are you most productive in the morning? Are you most productive in the afternoon? Like, when do you tend to knock out the most amount of work? And make sure you balance for that. Make sure you know when that is for you. The next thing I would say is ask for help if needed. So, if you need to get something done and it's between checking patients in and out, and there's a dental assistant who's available and trained to sit at the front office and answer the phones, sit at the front desk, then maybe you ask that dental assistant to come up front for 45 minutes so you can go somewhere quiet and get work done. So there's definitely a balance in a way that you can get your work done, but you have to think proactively. What's a good time of the day? What's good days of the week? Maybe Fridays are quieter for you in your office, so knock out a bunch of stuff on Fridays because Mondays are gonna be insane. So really think about your day and being proactive about it. On the flip side, let's talk about customer service. Customer service is vital. Patients don't know whether you're a good dentist or not. They just don't. So how they feel in the office is really going to make or break your practice. So you play a huge part in that, or your team plays a huge part in that. So customer service is important. But there's a difference between customer service and chit-chatting, hanging out, you know, getting the latest gossip with one of your friends. You know what I mean? Like, there are patients we love, right? There are people that we love to work with. And we could easily turn a little quick customer service conversation into a 15-minute full-on, you know, time suck. And there's a balance for that. You can offer amazing customer service, but you have to be careful not to get sucked into a time suck, I guess I would say. You've got to run control on how long we're talking to the patients, who's involved in the conversation. I see a lot of times that I might be sitting in front talking to the patient. I'm the receptionist, and that's my job, is to entertain them while they're in the reception area. And the dental assistant walks up and she gets in the conversation, and then the scheduler walks by, and now I've got 4 people in this one conversation. Time suck, okay? So you need to balance work and customer service. How much is customer service? How much is just, you know, you love this patient, they're great, so I'm gonna have a 15-minute checkout conversation with this patient, when really I could have done that checkout in 4 or 5 minutes and let the patient leave, versus let's talk about the grandkids, let's talk about vacation, which all sounds fun, but if you do 15-minute checkouts every time a patient leaves, you're never gonna get your work done. So again, you have to think about this balance. You have to think about your day, know when you're gonna be busy, prioritize your work in there, not over the patients. However, you also have to think about the amount of time you spend with each patient, the conversations you're having, and how much of it is customer service versus how much of it is just, you know, sounds kind of fun. Let's sit and talk about the latest gossip going on in town. I hope that helps. This is not like, there's not one right answer, but if you want to be efficient, if you want to make sure that you're balancing both numbers, production, and customer service, look at your day. We actually have an outline on Front Office Rocks, and you could do this too without the outline, but ours will help if you want, where you break down the 8-hour day, and it's for each position. And so receptionist, this is what you should be doing in an 8-hour day, and scheduler and treatment coordinator and office manager, because you could spend, you know, 50% of your day on one thing that you like doing, and then not save yourself enough time to do the other things. So really look at where you're spending your time during the day, and I hope that gives you some inspiration, some balance there. And if you need anything from me or my team, just reach out to us at Front Office Rocks or write comments below. Thank you again for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have an amazing day.